Today we're spending 5 nights at the Wharfedale Caravan and Motorhome Club site. Nestled just outside the charming market town of Grassington, it's an ideal base for exploring the stunning Yorkshire Dales and all the region has to offer. Join us in this video as we take you on our journey around the area as we discover what there is to do and find out whether staying at this site is right for you. Our journey to the Dales began as we left County Durham heading south on the A1. Cruising through the countryside we reached Ripon, where our trusty sat-nav guided us further south, skirting the edges of Harrogate before leading us onto the A59. As we veered westward, a right turn near Skipton set us on a scenic route winding through charming villages, each offering stunning glimpses of the landscape that make this area so special. The 20-minute drive from there was a treat in itself, with rolling hills and picturesque countryside unfolding around every bend. Approaching Freshfield, the last village before our destination, we carefully navigated a narrow stretch of road before making a left turn into the caravan site. Keep an eye out for the sign mark in the entrance, which is shared with Long Ashes Park, a neighbouring residential and holiday park. Upon arrival, you're welcomed with the club's signature warmth and a smooth, friendly check-in process. Once that's done, it's time to head in and pick your perfect spot. We're staying on one of the site's newly developed serviced pitches, located along the left-hand side as you enter. Our spot, Pitch 8, is part of a recent upgrade that isn't yet reflected on the site map. These new serviced pitches, running from numbers 7 to 12, have replaced the former grass pitches, offering a much more convenient setup. Our pitch comes fully equipped with all the essentials: electric hookup, fresh water, grey water drainage, an aerial socket, and plenty of space for our caravan, vehicle and awning. Our serviced pitch cost £164.25. That was for 2 adults staying 5 nights in March 2025, and dogs go free at club sites. The site is beautifully maintained with mostly level pitches and a few elevated spots offering lovely views. True to the club's high standards, everything is spotless, from the well-kept grounds to the clean and functional shower and toilet facilities. Convenience is key here, with plenty of service points for water and waste disposal spread throughout the site. There's also an information hut, a well-stocked reception selling essentials, and a designated late-night arrivals area for those pulling in after hours. Surrounded by breathtaking scenery, the site is a haven for dog owners, with fantastic walking trails right on the doorstep. That's a big win for us, no need to hop in the car every time Murphy needs his walk. Well, first impressions of the site are really good. Good clean facilities, nicely laid out site. It's the first time we've been here and it's set within fantastic scenery all around it. So just through this wall here is where you can continue from the top of the site and carry on walking through to the quarry. It does get a little bit steep, but it's definitely worthwhile the climb. So we're heading back from the quarry here, and you just come through the stone wall and we take a left to the top gate, and this takes you back into the campsite. For breathtaking scenery right on your doorstep, you couldn't ask for a better location. Just a stone's throw from the site, the picturesque River Wharfe winds its way through the stunning Yorkshire Dales National Park, passing stone-built villages and cascading over a series of waterfalls. Among them, the most famous is Linton Falls, near the vibrant town of Grassington, our next destination. A short drive or a scenic stroll of just over 2 miles from the caravan site brings you to Grassington, a bustling market town brimming with character. Here you'll find an array of independent shops, cafes and a lively farmers market. More recently, the town has gained fame as the real-life setting of Darrowby in Channel 5's All Creatures Great and Small. And as luck would have it, during our visit, the film crew were in town, preparing to bring the series to life once again. Upon arrival, the Yorkshire Dales Visitor Centre offers a convenient parking spot and a great starting point, just a short walk from the heart of town. Everywhere you turn there's a welcoming atmosphere, with dog-friendly cafes, charming pubs and unique shops inviting you to explore. We're already planning a return visit, this time without the cameras rolling, so we can experience Grassington and all its unspoiled charm. Before heading back, take a moment to stroll down to the river, where you'll discover the mesmerising Linton Falls, a perfect spot to soak in the natural beauty of the Dales. After our visit to Grassington, we took a short 20-minute drive to Skipton, often called the gateway to the Yorkshire Dales due to its close proximity to the national park. The market town is home to a variety of shops, a bustling local market and one of England's best preserved medieval castles, Skipton Castle, which is fully dog-friendly. We started our visit with a coffee and cake before spending a relaxing afternoon exploring the town and strolling along the picturesque canal. Once a vital trade route during the Industrial Revolution, the canal is now a scenic spot for boat trips, walking and cycling. And what better way to round off our time in Skipton than with a delicious serving of fish and chips. Back at the campsite, Murphy was ready for his final walk of the day, a peaceful late night stroll around the site. We're just out on our morning dog walk, and we've just been walking around the campsite on the dog walk itself and out and up to the quarry, which is literally about a 5-minute walk. Even if you don't have a dog, I would recommend you come and do the walk, because you can walk to the edge of the quarry, look right over the top of it, and then turn around and look at the scenery all around, which is pretty fantastic in all directions. So the campsite, first night, really quiet, even though the site's, I would say, pretty much busy. It's got to be 80-90% full, but it's a really, really quiet site, which is good. And we're really enjoying the stay so far. Today we're visiting Coldstones Cut, Yorkshire's biggest and highest public artwork with spectacular views. It's around an 11-mile drive from the campsite, and you'll enjoy fabulous scenery along the way. When you arrive, there is limited free parking at the Toft Gate Lime Kiln car park. It's really easy to find, just off the main road. From the car park, the footpath climbs quite steeply for about 500 metres up to the sculpture. It's well worth the steep walk. From the top you can see far-reaching panoramic views and take a look at the vast limestone quarry below. From here we made our way north to Aysgarth Falls. The journey passes through some spectacular scenery. You definitely won't be disappointed. If you have time, make a stop at Kettlewell. It's a pretty village with tea room, pubs and a fantastic walk along the river. From here the route starts to climb, providing some spectacular scenery. Once you arrive at Aysgarth Falls, you can park at the Yorkshire Dales National Park Visitor Centre, and the falls are a short walk from here. Round off your visit to the falls with a light bite or coffee and cake at Mill Race Tea Shop, which is located just above the falls. Our visit to the Yorkshire Dales has only just scratched the surface of what the area has to offer. Luckily, we'll be back later in the year to explore even more. That's it for our visit to the stunning Yorkshire Dales and the Wharfedale Caravan and Motorhome Club site. I hope this has given you a taster of what the area has to offer. We'll be back soon exploring even more incredible spots across the UK. If you loved this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next adventure. See you soon.